Today we're gonna get a tour of Gerardo Tejeda, the founder of the Avocados and Citrus Growers of America with over 7,000 followers and growing rapidly. He's gonna share his top 10 avocado varieties that he's got growing on here in his backyard orchard. Last time we were here was about 3 years ago, and we're gonna learn so much about the growth patterns, flavors, and just, best performing avocados for your backyard orchard, whether it be in the ground or in container. Hi, my name is Charles Malky, biologist and plant expert with Ivory Organics, where we grow cool plants, and author of Saving the World with the Home Garden. Today we're here with Gerardo Tejeda, again of the Citrus and Avocado Growers of America. For your convenience, I'm putting that Facebook group link in the video description below. I encourage all of you that are growing avocados or citrus or just growing anything in general to learn a lot of helpful growing tips to make sure that every growing season is your best. Thanks again for having us here, Gerardo.
Thank you, Charles.
If you come in a little closer, I want to start off over here with these baby, what look like to be Christmas trees. They're painted white, and as you can see, the leaves and the stems and and even some of the container just covered in white, and this is not paint. Gerardo, explain to us what's going on here.
I like spraying these baby trees because they'll get sunburned. And also, I spray the tips. I try to spray the tips. This is brand new growth, but
Yep.
I spray these tips because at night, these little pests come and eat up the leaves. So this one needs to be resprayed.
So I just want to share what Gerardo just put on these trees is he made his own concentrate using this pint-sized can. This can makes up to 5 gallons of foliar spray. As you can see, he's using it as a foliar spray, but the foliar spray he's using is a lot more concentrated than the ready-to-use formula that we use. The ready-to-use formula basically has a consistency that's more like milk, like just watery milk on your plant, whereas it really looks like you're just spraying latex paint on it, but you're not putting paint, as you don't want to contaminate your organic garden, and you're trying to grow the best food possible in your backyard orchard. The product is OMRI listed for organic gardening. This product is used in food orchards across America and around the world, and it offers protection from damaging sunburn, insects, and rodents, and for use on your roses, fruit, nut trees, ornamental trees, and shrubs, and so forth. By spraying it, what it has in the product is these 7 natural oils, which include castor, cinnamon, clove, garlic, peppermint, rosemary, and spearmint, and also has another insect repellent defense, which is diatomaceous earth. And so you can imagine by spraying it all, pests are not going to want to chew on it or pierce it or do any damage to your plant. Again, due to that protection that's within the product in an all organic way. So these trees have been protected with the Ivory Organic 3-in-1 Plant Guard, and then they grow to become these beautiful avocado trees. This one over here is in container and is loaded with these beautiful round fruit. I'm hoping you can capture. Look at all this fruit set. Look at all of this. Round fruit. Gerardo, tell us about this fruit tree.
This is a 24-inch box holiday avocado. It was one of these small ones, and I put in a 24-inch box, and now, as you can see, it's like about 5 feet tall.
One other thing, since we just mentioned the Ivory Organics as a sunburn protectant, you can see that these branches near the top are suffering more than 1st-degree burns. To at least 2nd, as you can see all this cracking and burning and charring happening. This is actually an area you'd want to protect with the brush-on protection so that the plant can focus more on growing and fruiting instead of repairing sunburn damage. So we're going to approach this and take care of this later on in the lesson. And then what do we have over here? That is, again, another beautiful upright avocado variety. This one is in ground, correct?
Yes, it's the Jim Bacon.
Check out those purplish fruit, oblong shape, and very similar to what other variety would you say?
It looks like a Fuerte, but it's a bacon, There's also a bacon up on my property.
So this here is a 7-year-old in-ground Jim Bacon avocado tree.
Here's the Sharwil that I planted just a little bit over 5 years. At the 5-year mark, you're going to start for sure getting a lot of fruit, any avocado. So the magic number, I think, is going to be 5 years. So as you can see, this Sharwil is another high producer avocado tree that I love to grow in the backyard.
Look at the unique pebbles on the skin, kind of like pinkish brown. all the way up. Look at all these. About another 20 more right here.
Here we are with the surprise. As you can see, these are usually ready in January, February, but here it is in June, and I'm still plenty hanging on the tree. And also I'm gonna cut one off the tree to give you a demonstration on how to cut a surprise, the right way to cut a surprise off the tree. You go like this with the special tool that I helped design, and you cut it and you have the perfect button. The reason you don't want to pull your avocado off the tree is because you're going to pull the stem off, and then you're going to get air inside the avocado, and it's going to start rotting from that section down. Here is my Nabal tree. As you can see, we got fruit growing already at the 5-year mark. Just over 5 years actually, but I call it 5 years.
I'm hoping you guys can capture just how beautiful this Nabal tree is here on the property. If you take a look at the foliage, it's almost double, at least 150% bigger than most of the other avocado leaves here in the orchard. The leaves are bigger, it's greener, it's vigorous growing. Just such a beautiful statement tree here on the property, the Nabal.
Here's another favorite of my trees, lamb haws, Bob Lamb from Camarillo. Another high producer tree. This is the Gwen that also a lot of people like before the gym. It's also a high producer tree. Now let's see. There we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one was before the gym came out, and it's also a very dwarf tree. Oh, we got a big one in here. See how they hide? Very productive tree. This is a Fuerte tree. It's way over here in the corner of my property for it could get as big as it wants. Maybe one day I'll build a clubhouse in it, or I don't know what I'll do with it, but this tree is going to get huge. The reason I use Ivy Organic is when I don't use it, you'll see all the new growth is coming out right now, but before that it has been eaten by pests. If you look at the leaves here, they're being eaten by insects. So I need to spray Ivy Organic on this tree. This Edranol, as you can notice, has red leaves. This is another compact, small tree, high producer tree. Here's a haws that the mother tree is only 4 miles away, but the haws here, real round, compact tree. Come on in and I'll show you some of the haws avocado fruits. 4 right here on this branch. Here's a Carmen. It's named after Carlos Melendez from Mexico. Very compact tree. It flowers 3 times a year. Even though it didn't flower this spring, this Carmen could set flowers and set fruit this year. Here we are with the bacon. It's on the other side of the Fuerte on my property because it's a large tree. So as you can see, I use Ivy Organic all on this southwest corner, and then it sets fruit very nicely, and every January usually they're ready to eat. This is a Mexicola. Usually these are ready in December. They usually set flower first, and these are the first ones you're going to eat at the end of the year, which is usually in December. Very high productive tree. This is a Boyce. It's 3 years old since I got it from a big box store, and I waited to grow it in a pot for a year, and then I planted it in the ground. The reason is because those big box stores, the roots are not set yet. This Boyce is an excellent tasting tree. Very, very, very good.
Gerardo, thank you so very much for that awesome avocado tour. We're able to see growth patterns, we're able to see shapes and colors and so much more. And thanks for all sharing all those helpful tips on your avocado tree care as well. For those of you that want more information, chaired by and founder Gerardo Tejeda of the Facebook group known as the Avocados and Citrus Growers of America, I'm going to share with you that very helpful link in the video description below. I encourage all of you to click it and be sure to follow them to learn a lot more helpful tips relating to avocado, citrus, and just in general, very helpful fruit tree care tips. As always, be sure to give us that thumbs up, share us with your gardening friends and family. Be sure to keep growing with Ivory Organics, and wishing you all
Happy gardening.
happy gardening.